Hello, dear students. Welcome back to the next module of Theory of Machine 2. We are discussing on unit number 3, that is electric. Also, you have solved this question bank already. I have given to you. 5 questions were there. We have seen the solution of problem number 1 and problem number 3. So, for you, now I am solving the numerical number 5. This numerical 5 is given. You are having this. So this is the figure. You are seeing x and y are the shafts. See the bevel gear arrangement. It is R. Bevel gear B is there. E is there. Bevel gear A is there. Another gear, that is C is there. So let us start. Statement is an epicyclic bevel gear train. Here ampage reduction gearbox is shown in the figure. It consists of a fixed wheel C, the driving shaft X and driving shaft Y. The compound wheel BD can revolve on a spindle. So the compound wheel BD is given. It is revolve on a spindle F. So this is the spindle F, which can turn freely about the axis X and Y. Here, show that number 1, if the ratio of tooth numbers TB by TD is greater than TC by D, the wheel E will rotate in the same direction as wheel A. And if the ratio TB by TD is less than TC by TE, the direction of E is reverse. Here, if the numbers of teeth on wheels A, B, C, D and E are 34, 120, 150, 38 and 50 respectively. Number of teeth of all gears in this wheel is given. And 7.5 kilowatt power is put into the shaft X here at 500 RPM. So this is the question. What is the output torque of the shaft Y? So, torque is asked. And what are the forces? Tangential to the pitch cones. At the contact points between wheels D and E. Between wheels D and E. So this is the contact points here. And between D and C. Between B, C, D and C. If the module of all wheels is 3.5, so module is same for all the wheels. So this is the question. See, don't panic. Whatever the question is there, read it carefully and write down the given answer. Okay, so try to solve. Now we will see the solution. So in the given problem, number of teeth are given. So you can write number of teeth TA, TB, TC and TD. Then here you have to write down the input power and RPM, whatever given. So input power is given to shaft X 7.5 kilowatt and RPM of X is 500 RPM and model is 3.5. So as our usual method, write down the table. So step number, condition of motion, then duration of loop. So let us say spindle F is fixed. There is a wheel on shaft X, so power is given to A because shaft X has given power. A will give the power, that is driver. Then it is connected to, or it is meshing with compound with BD. Then it is meshing with C. and last will that is E, that is on sharp point. So as our usual method, first step is spindle is fixed and wheel A is rotated through plus one revolution, that is anti-clockwise direction. So for spindle F it is 0 because it is fixed. So for gear A is the 1. Then compound gear BD. So its revolution is TA by TB because B is meshing with A, so TA by TB. So in bevel gear arrangement, I told you that plus minus sign you have to use depending upon the plane. Then it is meshing with C, so it is minus TA by TB into TB by TC. So TB TB get cancelled, it is minus TA by TC. Then here will B is there, so it is minus TA by TB into TD by T. Carefully you have to write down this. Now here spindle is fixed, second step, and here wheel A rotates to plus X position. Multiply its these row elements of the first row. So x into 0, 0, x into 1, x into t by tb, x t by tb. Then x into t by tc, so minus t by tc, so minus x t by tc. And x into minus t by tb into td by tb. So we have written minus x t by tb into td by tb. Then third step is adding y resolution to our elements. We have to write down y, 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 and y. Then finally find out the total motion, that is add elements in the row 3 and 2. So y plus 0 y plus x plus y plus x ta by tb, y minus x ta by tc, and y minus x ta by tb into td by tb. So this is your final resolution of all elements, that is spindle f y, here will be x plus y, here will from here will be y plus x ta by tb, then here will see y minus x ta by tc, and here will e, that comes out y minus x ta by tb into td by tb. So here driving shaft x rotate, let us say through one revolution, we are assume in clockwise direction. So therefore x plus y equal to 1. Okay. So y equal to 1 minus 6. Correct? So we have to let us take the assumption. Now wheel C is fixed. So when it is fixed, so y minus x ta by t is equal to 0. From 1 and 2, we can calculate here, putting the value of y on this equation. So it is 1 minus x ta by tc as it is equal to 0. Taking common here x, it becomes 1 plus ta by tc. And this one being right hand side becomes 1. So we got x equal to tc upon tc plus t. But from equation y, that is x plus y equal to 1, so y equal to 1 minus x. Putting this value of x, we got y is ta upon tc plus t. Now here, speed of E, we have to see from table. So it is y minus x ta by tb into td by t. Putting the value of y here, just we have calculated. That is ta upon tc plus ta minus x ta by tb into td by t. So this term then it is. Now here, again putting the value of x here, whatever we have calculated, this is x tc upon tc plus t. Just putting here, okay, value of x. Now take the common ta upon tc plus t, we get 1 minus tc into td upon tb into. So this is the revolution of here with E. Now speed of wheel A from the table, it is x plus y. It is, let us say, plus 1 revolution. So it is mentioned that so that if dB by dt is greater than dc by t, so this can be written as dB into t greater than td into dc. So we are having equation number 5. This is any, it will be positive. Will E will rotate in the same direction as of wheel A. Correct? Positive. Second, If dV by dt is less than dc by t, so dV into t less than dc into t. Then the equation 5 will be negative. Wheel E will rotate in opposite direction. As wheel A, so output torque of shaft Y. Now we know that the speed of driving shaft X, that is here be on the, because A is on shaft X. Therefore, input speed is 500 rpm, it is mentioned. So from the table we know that the gear wheel A having the revolution x plus y. So we can write x plus y equal to 500. It is given in the model. So therefore y equal to 500 minus x. And since wheel C is fixed, therefore y minus x dA by dx equal to 0. Just putting value of y here, and this term is as it is. So after solving this, we will get x equal to 407.6. Students, I request you check your answer in the calci. I think you will get same answer. If not, let me know. Now we got x. So put this value of x in equation number 6. We will get y. So y equal to 500 minus 407.6. We will get y equal to 92.0. Now seeing the speed of driven shaft, that is y, it is m, and that is equal to the speed of gear wheel because he is mounted on shaft y. So from table, speed of E is equal to y minus x dA by dv into dv by dt. So y is 92.5, x we have calculated 407.5. dA you know, dv you know, dd also you know, and tg also. So we got the RPM of gear with E, it is positive and it is 4.75. Now assuming 100% efficiency of the gear drive, practically not possible, but for theoretically you can assume 100%. So input power x is equal to output power. If you assume 100% efficiency, whatever input power is there, you will get output. So power at x equal to power at y, and that is given 7.5 kW. Power at x already given. So that is 7,500. So therefore, output torque of shaft y, so it is torque equal to P power into 60 divided by 2 by N. So N. So 7,500 into 60 divided by 2 by into Ny is 4.75. So we will get 15.077. It is kilonewton meter, not kilonewton meter. It is Newton meter. Just make a correction. I think you are getting answer 15,077. So that is Newton meter. If you convert it to kilometer, that is 15.077 kg. Now tangential force between wheel D and E. So we know that which circle radius of wheel D is. So R equal to module into number of teams divided by 2. So M T by 2, M into T by 2. So we will get 3.5 into T 50 divided by 2. So which circle radius of here will be 57.5. You can convert it into meter, or you can just convert it to kilonewton and newton. Therefore, tangential force between wheel D and E is equal to torque on wheel E divided by which circle radius of E. Correct? Or torque equal to force into radius. Force into which circle radius. So torque we have calculated kilonewton meter. Radius you have to take in meter. So we get force directly 172.3 km. Check the answer. Now here, tangential force between wheels A and C. We know that the input torque on shaft X, that is on here wheel A is again input torque A into 60 divided by 2 by Nx. You will get 143 Newton meter. So fixing torque on fixed wheel C, so that is equal to torque on wheel E minus torque on wheel A. So here that is in kilonewton converted into Newton meter, kilonewton meter. So it is 15.077 into 10 raised to 3 minus 143. You will get 15,934, 14,934 Newton meter. So it is kilonewton meter is 14.93 km. Now which circle radius of we'll see, so RC could be into DC by 2. So 3.5 into 150 divided by 2, it is coming 262.5. Now tangential force between wheels B and C. So fixing torque on wheel C divided by each circle radius of C. So it is 14.934 kilonewton meter divided by 0.2625 meter. So it is 57 kilo. So this way we have to find out the answers, and I hope all of you understood the numericals. If anything is there, you can contact me. You can raise your query. So now this will end the unit number 3, that is gear trains. And students, solve more problems, make a practice so that you should have the confidence to solve the problems on exactly gear. Thank you. Now we will start the new unit, unit number 4, that is the next class.